Alright, I'm back. Hi. Oh man. That was a killer. The chili caught up. The chili fucking caught up, dude. But it's time. After much delay, after much time, Mario Kart Wii is back, baby. It's good again. Although I have to rescue Bridget. I have my Bridget plush over where like my other consoles are, and she fell. Don't worry, Bridget, I got you. My beautiful biscuit. You're okay. I have like so many plushies over on my shelf over there that like I probably couldn't even fit Bridget over there, so I was like, fuck it. She could be chilling with my Steam Deck. Thank God I had the foresight to keep Mario Kart Wii in there. So I just realized it's echoing. Whoops. My bad. Check for updates real quick. Thought I was actually making a me. No, this is how Custom Track GP operates. It's a trick. They deceive you. It'll be great for if the police ever find out I homebrewed my Wii U. Because they'll see Haxi and they're like, what the hell? But then I just go to the Wii menu and it throws them off the trail because they're like, oh, everything looks good here. Actually, that's not true. Homebrew channel is on there. Well, just don't snitch. Just don't snitch and it's fine. I think you loaded it via Revolution, which you had to boot up with Brawl Stage Builder. Oh my god, I remember doing that back in the day. Holy shit. That's like old heads only. Too afraid of modding your console OS for way too long. I was like bold when I was like 13. I like homebrewed my original Wii. And like I got good use out of it. I remember playing like a shitty like Toho game on the Wii that like ran like shit. I say shitty mainly just because it ran like shit. It might have been a fun game otherwise, but it like ran like at such a terrible frame rate. Like, holy fuck, dude. So glad when they released something that made your Wii automatically boot into Homebrew. Mm-hmm. What is in this fucking update? I mean, it's one of those things where, like, the Nintendo Wii was not made to get updated, so it, like, takes a while for Custom Track GP to update. We can just chill. We can just chill for a bit. How you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying Evo. This is Evo, by the way. And if you're wondering who's winning, I have no idea. But frankly, whoever's controlling the blue bar is, like, a pro at this. You know, they're in it for the long haul. It's game Christmas. Well, that's, it's the best we're gonna get since they, killed E3. I'm still a little sad that E3 is gone, primarily because I don't have it to make fun of anymore. It was nice having that period where, like, a bunch of announcements would just drop all at once. But really thinking about E3 post-mortem, it's like, yeah, there's no reason for it to exist. I was thinking about E3 2013 earlier today. Good times. Fucking Xbox One announcement. Now companies can embarrass themselves on their own time. It really is, it really was just the vibes, though. I definitely, like, vibed with, like, that general time of being like, yo, all these companies coming together to do all these announcements. Now, like, I don't know. You just kind of stick with the companies you actually give a shit about, because nobody's gonna embarrass themselves if it's a company you don't give a shit about. No more ad campaigns. Now we got ad comedian talk shows. God. Now we got ad podcasts. Oh. Dude, what if, like, E3 like, they lose so much money that they turn E3 into a podcast? Because that's the only way they can make it profitable again. Thought about Nintendo's E3 2012, where they strapped each 3DS to an individual booth, babe. Hot good times. I'm gonna miss Peggle 2 guy. They should have held one more E3 so he could go on stage and say Peggle 2. I'm sure, like, someone has probably compiled, like, all the best moments for E3 post-mortem. Like, that has to exist online, just, like, best E3 moments. Oh, there's, like, random ones for specific years. I need, like, someone to release, like, a video that's, like, all-time funniest E3 moments, and it's just, like, hours long of just, like, companies embarrassing themselves. Do you remember the combo 3D Land, Kid Icarus Uprising, Luigi's Mansion 2 announcement that left you pretty excited for the 3DS? Screenshots for the new Paper Mario looked great. It's, like, very easy to forget, but I always do kind of forget that the 3DS, like, started out really bad. But then, like, once you get into, like, 2012, then, like, it starts getting better. And then in 2013, it's like, okay, this is actually, like, a good console. This is actually, like, a really good console. The 3DS is always gonna be, like, a little, like, weird to me. It's mainly because the 3DS, like, immediately, like, follows the Wii and DS. And, like, in that regard, I don't know. I don't think the 3DS is, like, nearly as good. You know? I think the 3DS has some fucking bangers on it. But at the same time, like, I don't know. There's very few 3DS games that I've sunk as many hours into as, like, a lot of, like, my Wii and DS library. Like, the main games I put a lot of time into were, like, Fire Emblem and Tomodachi Life. Even the Pokemons, like, I played Pokemon a lot, obviously, but not nearly as much as I was playing the older generations. Did you miss Pikmin today? You did. We beat the game. And hi, Cathador. Welcome. There's so many great 3DS games, but Mario and Sonic are your boys, and their 3DS output was not great. Yeah, like, Mario had, like, a very, like, safe library on the 3DS. Like, it was all, like, fine, except, like, Sticker Star's pretty bad. But, like, other than that, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's any strictly, like, terrible Mario games on 3DS. There's some, like, middle-of-the-road ones, like, I know people aren't huge on, like, Paper Jam, especially because it follows Sticker Star. I know people are, like, on some of the later Mario and Luigi's. I think 3D Land is, like, not gonna be a lot of people's favorite 3D Mario at all. Oh, I forgot about Mario Sports Superstar. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. I think New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a good game, but it also has the unfortunate trait of definitely being the worst New Super Mario Bros. Game. Land was okay, it existed. I think it's, like, a good and fine game. I think that just, it's definitely, like, a handheld game. It's definitely, like, a handheld take on a 3D Mario. Your hot take is that after playing U on Switch, you think that you might like 2 more than it? I respect that. Honestly, I'm weird. I think, like, U is probably my favorite one. I don't know how popular an opinion that is, but the New Super Mario Bros. U just feels, like, solid to me. And the Luigi U is really good, too. Like, U Deluxe is just, like, a really good package. Even if it's, like, a little overpriced, like, I think U Deluxe is, like, a really good package, because you get, like, 2 really good, like, 2D Marios. Except the spin button mapping, what's wrong with you, Nintendo? Oh, true, I forgot about that. Honestly, that didn't affect me that much, but it is kind of annoying. Like, when it does happen, it is very annoying. You have to use the cheat code. Played a lot of Wii with your brothers, so memories alone make that one your favorite? That's respectable. Honestly, like, Wii would probably be my least played. Maybe not least favorite, but least played. I don't know why, I just didn't play a lot of New Super Mario Bros. Wii specifically. I played a decent amount of DS. I played a lot of 2, and I played a lot of U. I think it really was that, like, DS and Wii had such, like, insane libraries that, like, New Super Mario Brothers wasn't even necessarily something I cared about that much, to be honest. Like, the 3DS and Wii U, like, especially, like, early on, it was like, yeah, what the fuck else am I playing? So I'll put a lot of time into New Super Mario Brothers, why not? But, like, when the DS and... By the time I got, like, a DS, and, like, by the time, like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii came out, there was already a bunch of shit I was more interested in. I mean, once you got Pokemon on DS, like, that's that. That was all I was interested in playing. I put... Like, it's weird that I don't have that same nostalgic connection that a lot of people have to, like... Gen 4, because, like, I actually played, like, a shit ton of Sinnoh as a kid. But I don't know, it didn't stick. It didn't stick, because I still prefer to go back to Gen 3. Mario U was a launch title, it was either that or Nintendo Land. Yeah, even by the time I got it, like, April 2013 for my birthday, and, like, even then, it pretty much was just, like, New Super Mario Bros. And Nintendo Land. Weird to think that the last charming consoles Nintendo had was the Wii U and the old 3DS. They used to have so much more soul when they made Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I'm being a bitch. I'm being a bitch. I know what you mean. Like, I like the Nintendo Switch. I have been a known Nintendo Switch enjoyer. The OS is fucking boring. It does what it needs to. It's supposed to be something that gets you into games quickly, but there's basically no sauce to it. They don't even want to put themes because they don't want it to lag that, like, sauceless OS. I'm probably fine with not having the 3DS, like, themes and stuff, though. Can I be honest? I'm, like, fine with that because, like, dude, 3DSs with themes, like, they were cool, but they take so much fucking time to load. And, like, literally, like, the Switch, just being able to load against a game instantly feels so much better. Like, every time you, like, start up a 3DS, it takes, like, a minute or so to, like, load everything again. Come on, I want to get in a game of Urban Champion before I have to leave the shitter. Hurry up and load. There's no reason the eShop shouldn't have a song. Because, like, the eShop already, like, runs like shit anyways. Like, I don't think a song would make that much of a difference. I think that Nintendo, like, never built the like, Switch eShop to, like, handle how many games it has, because that shit always runs, like, dog-ass when you boot it up. Every time you boot up the Wii U, you're like, how did you put up with these load times back then? Literally. It's, like, fine now in the modern day, where it's not like you're booting it up all the time anyways. Like, if I'm booting up my Wii U, it's probably for streaming purposes. It's not like I'm going out of my way to tell, like, other people, like, hey, I'm playing... Oh, I forgot to change the category also. I'm playing Wii. Who wants to play Wii at my house? Because it's like, no, they would probably just prefer to play Mario Kart 8 or, like, Smash Ultimate. Holy shit, this is so much louder than Pikmin was. This is, like, blaring compared to how Pikmin was. I had Pikmin at, like, -8 decibels. I have to turn this down to 20 decibels. Or minus 20 decibels, you know what I mean. Why is she there? She's welcoming you to Custom Track GP. Nintendo Land is, like, a weird title for me. It's, like... It's, like, definitely, like, harder for me to go back to than, Wii Sports is. I feel like I can still, like, put on Wii Sports at any time and have a good time, but Nintendo Land is, like, I have to be in, like, a specific mood for it. Like, I have to be feeling the vibe. The Nintendo Land game that I put, like, way too much time into was the Donkey Kong one, where you're just moving a thing with, like, the gyro. I was, like, addicted to that one. Prefer Nintendo Land if nothing else, there's more to do while alone. I mean, like, kind of. I don't know, I just kind of prefer Wii Sports overall. See, like, the thing for me has always been, I got into video games, like, a lot earlier than a lot of other people my age, so I feel like a lot of the things that I have, like, nostalgia for are, like, one gaming generation, like, behind a lot of other people. Not necessarily, like, 100% of the time, but while, like, a lot of people my age tend to have, like, a lot of Wii U, like, 3DS nostalgia, I do not really have that as much. Like, fuck, I have, like, GBA nostalgia, and most of what I owned on the GBA was dog shit. But it had Pokemon, and it had, like, Mario, so that was all I needed. Donkey Kong one was so hard. It was. Conversely, you didn't play video games much until you were a teen, so you're behind your peers, also putting you on Wii/DS. Mm-hmm. I've definitely come around more on the 3DS, but the Wii U, I'm still, like, fighting that battle about whether or not I actually like the Wii U or not. I don't know if I do. I like the Wii. I mean, the fact that I could just make my Wii U an HD Wii, I guess it's good for that. But man, the Wii U, I think it's one of those things where it's also just kind of worse in retrospect because a lot of the best Wii U games already got ported. So, like, the Wii U has a very small library to actually call its own. At this point in time. You were Wii U's strongest soldier back in the day, but it's worsened for you with time. Mm-hmm. I was definitely, like, when I was, like, a teenager with a Wii U, I was like, oh, yeah, the Wii U is so much better than the PS4. And now that I'm, like, an adult, I'm like... Who let this kid cook? I don't know, I've never even owned a PS4, and I'm still like, the PS4 is probably definitely a better console than the Wii U. Like, I think the PS4 also kind of struggled with software for a while. I feel like a lot of the best PS4 games came later in its life. But also the PS4 had, like, the third-party support, which the Wii U, like, had for, like, year one, and then never again. After year one, they released, like, Batman and, like, Call of Duty, and then every third party saw how shitty it was, like, selling, and they were like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Wii U was out when you were in college, so Mario Kart and Smash were great for get-togethers. Very true. Smash 4 and Mario Kart were fun. I do have a lot of nostalgia for the first Mario Maker. I love that shit. I think Mario Maker 2 is a fantastic game. I think it misses out by not having the Mystery Mushroom costumes. Or at the very least, having more of, like, the unique character costumes. Because they did, like, Link and, like, Mario Land 1 Mario, and then that was fucking it. And then they didn't do any other, like, fun, like, weird, like, mystery mushroom things. And it's like, that's, like, listen, like, Link completely changes the way you play, and so does the other one, but it's, like, also weirdly, like, restricting. Because the mystery mushrooms in the first game had so many costumes that you had, like, so many opportunities for, like, level ideas just, like, vaguely based on these IPs. You know, it did get the creative juices flowing, seeing, like, oh, I could make a Baby Metal themed level where you play as Baby Metal. Like, that was fun. I mean, I love Mario Maker 2 to death, and I think that some people were a little harsh on it. But like, the Mystery Mushrooms really is, like, an insanely huge, like, missed opportunity. I don't know why they didn't bring them back. There's no Sanrio in 2. How are you gonna get Hello Kitty to play on a level that says the F word? So you could put it on, like, your aesthetic blog. And then you can play another level where she's nice, because Hello Kitty wouldn't say swears or have knives. And the other level was made by some, like, fucked up, deranged individual. No, Mario-kun! Dude, no Kacho from Game Center CX! The world is fucked! It's going downhill! But I think that's one of the biggest fumbles. Genuinely, is not having the Mystery Mushroom costumes. Because you know people were so excited for those to return, because they're a good feature. I was excited for them to return, so having them not return is like, man. Mario Maker 2 has a lot of cool additions. The 3D world style is cool. The story mode is cool. Online multiplayer is a thing. It's not strictly good, but it's a thing. But it really would have been all much better with the Mystery Mushrooms. Especially because the making part, in general, is kind of just harder to do on Switch. Yeah, it was so funny. New game modes, and then it was only 3D world. Oh, no, I'm with you on that. I prefer 2, how it plays overall. And, like, I feel like, in general, the quality of levels, especially with simple additions like slopes and stuff, like, Mario Maker 2 has so much quality stuff in it. But it is, like, they dropped the ball not having the Mystery Mushrooms. I think, like, genuinely, that was a big part of why people didn't immediately gravitate themselves towards Mario Maker 2. Like, it's weird, because Mario Maker 1 had such a successful, like, marketing, like, scheme behind it. Like, people immediately, like, attached themselves to the ideas. I would even go as far as to say Mario Maker 1 probably pushed a few Wii U's. Maybe not a crazy amount, you know, the Wii U was still a flop, but there were people who were like, oh man, finally the Wii U is worth it. And Mario Maker 2 was just, like, a game that came out on the Switch. I don't know how the fuck that game did not get the same, like, marketing push. I don't know how that didn't become, like, a cultural phenomenon and, like, a YouTube phenomenon in the same way that Mario Maker 1 did, literally while we were still in the era of Nintendo being fucking stupid about YouTube videos. And, like, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. Probably because it wasn't the only game that year besides Splatoon. True. Well, what else came out in 2019? I'm trying to think of, like, what the big Switch releases were that year. I should know this because I'm the person who very neurotypically thinks about these kinds of things. Oh yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 is a big one. Fire Emblem 3 Houses came out. That was like a decently big one. Although Mario Maker 2 definitely outsold that one at least. Dragon Quest XI port. Funny enough, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, same year. And, like, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe has sold, like, so much better than Mario Maker 2, it's actually a little sad. Smash DLC. Smash DLC is big. Oh, Pokemon Sword and Shield is huge. Competing with Pokemon Sword and Shield sucks. Cause, like, that's, like, the second best-selling games in the series, man. Unless you count Gold, Silver, Crystal as all the same game. Which, yeah, then it would be, like, third. Having to compete with Pokemon in any year is gonna be rough for you. Your sales are never gonna look impressive next to it. What were we talking about again? Just, like, games that came out in, like, 2019 on the Switch. That would have, like, you know, kind of overshadowed Super Mario Maker 2. I think also, like, genuinely, like, listen, I think, like, people are entitled to their opinion on this. I think people are a little crazy if they think, like, the Wii U library is better than the Switch's library of games. Like, even if we counted, like, even if we counted the Wii U ports as only being on Wii U, like, theoretically, they did not come out on Switch. I still think the Switch has a way better library than the Wii U by a fucking country mile. I feel like you could do a toss-up for the 3DS. I feel like the 3DS you could make a decent argument for. But, like, against the Wii U? Against the Wii U? Tetris 99! That's a big one. Apparently Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is, like, $2 right now on Steam. I've never played Grand Blue Fantasy, so I don't know, like, anything about that series. Oh man, Yoshi's Crafted World. Everybody loves Yoshi's Crafted World. I mean, honestly, in general, I'm a big proponent of this. In general. The Switch's, like, best quality is that it is, like, a good port machine. Like, you just get all these, like, ports of games from yesteryears, and you can play them on a handheld, and it usually works fine. You're gonna say Yoshi's Crafted World sucks? No, not Yoshi's Crafted World. That's my favorite game. You know, it's got Yoshi... Ugh, I got indigestion saying that. I couldn't even finish that. Ring Fit Adventure, unironically a pretty big game for the system. And, like, a really good one, too. I think it is, like, by a country mile, like, Nintendo's, like, best, like, attempt to get people into fitness. Because, you know, it's, like, actual exercise. You know? It's actual exercise, and not only that, it's also fun exercise. It hurts to play that game. It is true, but it's, like, good. I know Ring Fit Adventure got, like, very popular, like, right when the pandemic started, because everybody wanted to, like, keep up with their, like, daily exercises. Because it's like, oh fuck, I'm not leaving the house every day because I have to stay inside every day. How am I gonna get my exercise now? So everybody jumped on Ring Fit. It became like a phenomenon. I know, like, I remember that shit getting scalped. Nintendo could not keep up with the demand for Ring Fit Adventure for a bit. Like, they really did release Ring Fit Adventure at the perfect time. Like to pick it up again when you move to a place with more space. Yeah, I kind of do too, at some point. I mean, like, again, I'm in, like, decent shape. You know, I move around a lot at my job. And I carry around a bunch of heavy shit, so it's not like I'm, like, out of shape. I have a lot of stamina. But... oh, it wouldn't be bad. It would be a net positive to do more Ring Fit, you know? Yeah, who could forget the good old Labo? Labo was one of those things where I was, like, curious about it, and yet at the same time, despite it going to, like, $20 on clearance, that still wasn't low enough for me to actually get into it. I still, like, actually did not give enough of a shit to get into it. The dust doesn't forget, that's for sure. So true. Bought the VR and vehicle sets still unopened. The VR shit is, like, so gimmicky. I really like this one guy whose me is the nerd emoji also. Seeing the nerd emoji right next to the words alone and incomplete is, like, kind of killing me. It's kind of, like, making me lose my mind. I need to, like, post this on, like, social media immediately. Maybe if you wait a few years, your nephew could help you build things. He would probably have more fun than you. Probably. It seemed like Labo was definitely, like, aiming for a younger audience in general. Like, I don't know, I was a big Lego kid, so I would imagine I would probably think it's dope as fuck when I was younger. But as an adult, I'm just kind of like, eh? I mean, maybe I'd have fun playing it for a bit, but then, like, once, like, I'm done, like, building it, I'm like, okay, what the hell do I do with this? Does this track suck? I'm doing okay right now. How can the track be bad? I'm doing okay. Confusing it for an earlier one? Maybe. Oh my god, that Daisy with the bullet bill also almost just hit me in the back. still blows your mind that the Joy-Cons have a camera used exclusively for Labo once. They packed the Joy-Cons with so much, like, stupid tech that they barely use. It'd be funny if they weren't, like, $80 to buy a set. Godspeed to this Luigi in the normal cart. This Luigi just woke up from a coma. Stocked up on PlayStation and Xbox controllers today because they're $50 and probably won't be that cheap again. God, probably not. I also just processed that this is supposed to be a Legend of Zelda themed map. Like, I just saw the Triforce and was like, wait a minute. Fuck, Tumblr didn't let me post Alone and Incomplete immediately because it was like, do you want to add tags? Do you want to add tags? Oh, I did, actually. I forgot to add my games post tag. I really want to get Alone and Incomplete for the nerd emoji. Hi, Joey. I knew that when I saw nerd emoji Alone and Incomplete, I had to send it to you. Yeah, this is online. This is a Custom Track GP online. Ah, wrong way. No. I fucked up. Valve, you fucked up. Yeah, we got Peter Griffin in the game. Two of the DualSense controllers were pink and cyan, and you looked at the white one under your TV and thought, oh, you could be even more obnoxious about being trans than you already am? Hell yeah. That's what life is all about. Guessing these are randos? Yeah, they're just random people online who happen to be playing the same server. Mario Kart, like, it is crazy to think about how Mario Kart Wii is, like, one of those games that will never die. This game just still has, like, such a dedicated following that even a fan server for a custom game mode still has, like, an active community online. Wii is like the greatest creation of all time. Scientists are still trying to find a better invention than Wii. Oh, I lost. Ouya clears. Fuck. The Ouya did have, like, Fez, though. Everybody cares so much about Phil Fish's Fez. TMNT Street Fighter 6 collab? I just got the Wario 64 notification for TMNT X Street Fighter 6 collab. Dude, I gotta go see the movie. I need to, like, get Star into a theater with me tomorrow. Oh my god, the nerd emoji is called Actually, too. Yeah, these are all custom stages. I'm playing specifically on the custom stage server. Why the fuck are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Mortal Kombat? Are they getting, like, decapitated and shit? They're, like, getting killed? I mean, theoretically, someone could port all the tour stages. I don't know if the people making Custom Track GP would be like, oh yeah, let's just add in all the tour stages. But theoretically, they could. Injustice, I think they are in. I remember them being in Injustice. Okay, this is kind of a cool-looking level. $40 Diddy Kong. Aww, cute. Yeah, this is a cool-looking stage. Yeah, the thick outlines are great. I'm kinda playing like shit, though. I'm losing a lot. No matter how many bullet bills I get, I cannot hope to catch up. Actually... I think a lot of Custom Track GP's tracks would be improved with these outlines, probably. There are some Custom Track GP maps where you just do not know where to go. I did beat Peter.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
That's my impression of the guy from Family Guy. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy. I hope you. I hope you enjoy. Hi. Thump, bump, forest. I'm really rooting for Alone and Incomplete. I really want Nerd Emoji to get Alone and Incomplete. I guess we can play Underground Sky. You know, it's fine. It's okay. I accidentally unplugged my headphones and now I can't hear the game. Never played Wii Mario Kart except like twice, so you don't know what these titles are. Well, these are all custom tracks, so even if you had played, you probably wouldn't recognize them. They don't look very underground to me. I don't know, that part was decently underground. Yeah, the custom track GP servers exclusively play custom tracks. So if you see any, like, tracks here, like, they do not exist. These custom tracks terrify you as someone that plays Mario Kart casually. I mean, some of the custom tracks are just, like, good tracks in general and not necessarily fucked up, but there are definitely some custom tracks that people make just to be, like, fucked up. Custom track GP is probably a little too, like, curated for that. Never mind, I just remembered the one mushroom map. Fuck that one. There's, like, one really shitty mushroom map that barely fucking works. Every time I play on it, I just, like, fall off the edge constantly. I hate that one. It's so bad. Yeah, this track seems fun. It's a good track. Oh, nice! I actually made it to top 5. I wasn't bottom half this time, guys. Yeah, my Mii is doing great. It's her happy face. My Mii really does look crusty as fuck with the Wii Mii Maker. It, like, does not have the hairstyle that I use in, like, all my current Miis at all. Still need to go back and make a new Wii Mii for yourself. Yours been untouched since maybe 2009 or 10. I would have to, like, figure out how to get my Mii channel back before I could even do that. Because Mii channel just brings me to this now. I mean, it's fine. I kind of don't want to go back to the Wii Mii Maker. Even though it had so much swag back in the day, it's like, we've improved the Miis so much since, especially with, like, the Miitopia port, that it's, like, hard to go back, man. It was already hard to go back to Tamagotchi Life. Can they please make Tomodachi Life for the Switch already? I'm, like, losing my mind every day that this still hasn't happened. I think, like, someone at Nintendo, like, needs to answer for their crimes of not making Tomodachi Life 2 already. I think I've gone, like, maybe, like, a week or two without mentioning it. I mean, they just said, because of the controversy with them not including it in Tomodachi Life. This is not the one I hate, but I could maybe be convinced. I have never played this map before in my life, if you couldn't tell by my terrible performance. I voted for it? Damn, I didn't even notice. That's my B. I just picked a random one, because I don't know the tracks by their names enough, because there's like over 200 of them, and I haven't played them that much to death. Is this the fucked up mushroom one? No, the fucked up mushroom one is a different one. This happens to also be a map that is like a fucked up mushroom map, though. Although, hey, it's actually possible to not just fall off in this one, so it's automatically better. Oh, hey, Peter Griffin, we thought you died. Fuck. An ideal time to get ahead of Peter Griffin. Wait, what happened to the PAL? Did it just not activate? Or is the map architecture here so fucked up that it didn't even process it? Hey Lois, this reminds me of the time I was on that fucked up mushroom map. What does PAL do? Basically, if you do not do a trick, when it hits, it will, like, make you stop in place. And even if you do, like, do a trick, it takes away your item. I don't know why I keep, like, spamming 3 mushrooms. I don't know what I'm thinking. What is a trick? Like, the trick jumps. You know, like, when you get up to a ramp, and you, like, press a button to do a trick. Wii has a few new items and most of them suck ass. Yeah. But they're, like, funny. They're, like, funny and they add to the chaos. You know, sometimes you just like to watch the chaos unfold. I was kind of hoping that would get me closer to a guy. Well... Nope. Nope. Gotta go. No, I feel you, Joey. That's something that a few custom tracks definitely struggle with. Is that they don't quite have, like, the depth to match their, ambition. It's mostly a custom track thing. I think Wii's roster of maps is usually, like, very readable. And maps usually aren't as flat. Think there's a case to be made that Wii has the best lineup of new tracks in any Mario Kart? Oh, I think it just does, straight up. I think that Mario Kart Wii has the best roster of maps in the entire series. Even with, like, the insane amount that's in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I still think that Wii has the best tracks. They just dropped a reveal trailer for a new character in Street Fighter 6? Hell yeah. It does not have Rainbow Road SNES, unfortunately. It does have N64 Bowser's Castle, though, which is a fucking awesome course. I don't know, I don't even mind the retro lineup that much. I think they're, like, decently varied. I mean, they're not fantastic, but... See, this is a map that I've played quite a few times. This is one of the custom track maps that I recognize at this point. I'm very well acquainted with Superstar Dystopia. I think maybe your mind just defaulted to the worst one, Shy Guy Beach. I mean, Shy Guy Beach is not great, but it does have Shy Guys, so it's okay. I don't know, I don't even think that map is that bad. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just, like, that high on the nostalgia for Mario Kart Wii. Only in the background, though. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's nerfect. I said I was acquainted with this map, by the way. I didn't say I was good at it. Damn, that gold shroom lasted a while. Man, I will say, though, like, after playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the hardest thing about going back to Wii is always just how fucked up the items are. What does the red item box do? It's basically like a banana. So don't pick it up. Because it's actually a trick. I thought there'd be an incline. I can't tell if I got 9th or not. I don't know if I just pushed ahead. No, I didn't. Fuck. It's okay. Dude, we got a full roster here of fellow players. It's kind of dope. I feel like usually when I play Mario Kart Wii Online, the games aren't usually full. They usually end up pretty divided. Not this time, though. Things are going great. They even brought back the Double Dash items for Tour, but not fake item boxes. The Cloud is, like, fake. The Cloud is an item that is, like, fucked up and, like, exists to torture the innocents. Oh yeah, Ching Chomp is just like fake Bullet Bill. What is this map? I was not paying attention to when this was selected. This looks cool as fuck. We die? Is this like a creepypasta map? What the hell is this? It's kind of awesome. Wait, you guys gotta grab screenshots of, like, the text on this map and tell me what it is. What it says. This is the everything map. Everything and nothing, life and death, murder of the universe. This is what it looks like when you're on Ambien. Fooled you, I actually fell into a hole so you couldn't hit me with the POW block. It wasn't the right thing to do, and I did it on accident, but I didn't get hit by the POW block as a result. I'm actually, like, so curious what the hell the text on this map says. This reminds you of a Sonic Special stage? It kinda does. Kinda drives you crazy that they haven't brought back any Bowser's Castles in 8. Dude, like, literally, though, like, I need Wii Bowser's Castle, like, expeditiously. No matter what, I'm here until we die. Just you and I. I'm, like, so curious what this stage is, like, based on. It's like a dream. Reminds you of LSD Dream Emulator? A little bit. They refuse to give Bowser enough love. I guess they did put all of his Koopalings. Deprived him of his child for 3 years. God, I always forget that Bowser Jr. is not in Mario Kart 8. Like, he was a deluxe edition. Honestly, in hindsight, Mario Kart 8 for Wii U almost feels like a fake video game. Like, it is a fucking anomaly. It's, like, obviously still, like, a great game. But it's just, like, so weird. Still not as fake as 7, true. I think, like, also, like, the best decision they made when they added DLC to 8 Deluxe is that you could still play online with everyone, even if you didn't have the DLC. Because, like, them dividing the servers for original Mario Kart 8 is still, like, crazy to me. That's insane. If you buy Mario Kart 8 for your Wii U now, you can never play the game with people who have the DLC. That's insane. That's, like, deranged. So I'm glad they at least realized that was dumb. Also, yeah, we got Daisy Cruiser. Classic map. I like the version of it in 8 Deluxe. It's kind of just the Mario Kart 7 version, but... I mean, hey. It's not bad. Honestly, I saw that the response to, like, Wave 5 wasn't, like, as good as, like, some of the other waves. And, like, maybe I'm just, like, misremembering, but I didn't feel like it was that much more low quality than any other wave. I mean, adding in 3 new characters is nothing to sneeze at. I don't know, that Sunside Wild stage is pretty bad, though. That's, like, such a bad port. It's, like, maybe one of the worst ones. Also, yeah, like, Squeaky Clean Sprint is, like, really good. And, I mean, Daisy Cruiser is a great addition. Athens is, like, Athens Dash or whatever it was called is really fun. That's, like, one of the better tour maps, I think. I do have to say, I do prefer Yoshi's Island to Squeaky Clean Sprint, to be quite honest. Vancouver Velocity is like, eh. I definitely prefer Athens, although Vancouver Velocity, like, clears LA Dash. LA Dash or whatever the fuck it's called is, like, dumb, and I don't like it. LA crap! So true. They did have Koopa K. Dude, yeah, I'm like, why did Wave 5 get, like, worse reviews overall? Because it's, like, good. It's got some good stuff in it. Everybody love a good Koopa Cape. Yeah, Kamek, Wiggler, Petey. Like, come on. Speaking of Kamek, I guess we must have gotten Alone and Incomplete at some point for Nerd Emoji to change his answer. Remember Chris Pratt Cooper? Like, what was Chris Pratt Cooper? Was that, like, when he made the comment about how he was smashing Koopas or whatever? Never watched the movie? I don't think he, like, mentions... Like, he doesn't mention a Cooper in the movie. I like, hate to give it to the guy, but I thought his performance as Mario wasn't terrible. I don't think it was, like, incredible or anything, but, like, I didn't, like, spend the entire movie being like, aw, man, it's fucking Chris Pratt, this fucking guy. I was just like, oh, okay. Sure. I think the Mario movie would be a solid 10 out of 10 if Chad Warden voiced Mario. Chad Warden would never agree to voice Mario. And, like, I'm a little offended that you would imply that. Alright, Chad Warden is PlayStation's strongest warrior. He would never play any character in any Nintendo movie. He has respect. He has honor. He put it all on the PlayStation Triple. Well, if they held him at gunpoint, I would rescue him. Because they can't keep a king down for too long. He'd literally tell the casting agent to shove it up his own ass. I still got over 100 points for that, just because of how, like, high the VR in this lobby is. I love it. It really is like I'm playing, like, Mario Kart 8 with all the 10,000 VR guys. I wonder what the upper limit for VR is in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I wonder if it's literally just the uninteresting answer of 99,999. Dude, they literally gotta bring in Woohoo Island and stuff to 8 Deluxe. They're cowards if they don't. Not in Tour either, which is bizarre because they made a big deal about adding Mii's. Nintendo, I will break into your house and make you feel unsafe. Please. Well, thank God we got Baby Park. See, this is a map that fucking makes sense to me. Okay, here's the thing with Baby Park. It's just, like, sheer chaos. Like, if you love the chaos of Mario Kart, then Baby Park is, like, fucking awesome. Like, it's just shit flying all over the place as you do this, like, otherwise very simplistic course. I love it. It's just it's as simple as letting the carnage unfold. You might be a little bit of an old fuddy-duddy. Because frankly, I think any Mario Kart that doesn't have Baby Park is worse for it. I got 7th. I can't believe I got 7th just from getting that bullet bill. Oh, I got 8th, actually. Never mind. Whoops. Baby Park is... it's important. It, like, humbles people. I like Baby Park. I'm glad that we don't have, like, 15 different Baby Parks. Because Baby Park is good because it's the only one. Why Baby Park matters. I could write, like, an essay on, like, why I think Baby Park is dope. But I don't, like, care enough. There have now been 2 periods in my life where I almost decided to do video essays instead of streaming, and then I just stopped doing it because I was like, but streaming is way more fun. Some of these people really want DS Mario Circuit. I don't know, I think if I wanted to make, like, analytical videos online, which every now and then I come back to it, it would have to be, like, really short-form stuff that I could, like, edit in, like, a night. Otherwise, I would probably lose interest. Like, I have very little interest in video editing projects that would take me more than a night. Like, I wouldn't want to have, like, an overly complicated script that I couldn't write in, like, more than an hour. Part of you wants to make a Mario Kart Tour retrospective when the game shuts down because you've played since day 1, so you'd be better equipped than a lot of people. It's also one of those things, though, where if I wanted to, like, do YouTube stuff like that, like, the best thing to do would be, like, reaction stuff, and that would be boring to me. Just, like, spending a night to be, like, my reaction to Street Fighter 6 adding TMNT, and it'd be like, what the heck? They added TMNT? I remember TMNT from when I was a kid. Thanks for watching. Like, it's fine to do that in a stream. Be like, yo. That's kind of crazy, though. But to, like, do that in, like, a video that I spend time editing, it just seems kind of like a waste of time to me. Like, if I was to make YouTube videos, I would want to make YouTube videos that I'd want to watch. But the problem is the videos I want to watch are, like, way too high concept for me. Because I'm lazy. And it would cut into stream time. Honestly, the thing that's most fucking killer about it is that I don't want to have to gather footage. If I just had, like, a multitude of footage at my disposal, which you could argue streams are, but for a lot of stuff that I did in my earlier streams, some of those didn't come out in the best quality, so I don't know, man. But, like, it'd be tricky. It'd be tricky. That hypothetical video, you'd have to get footage from other people because you've not been filming Mario Kart Tour the whole time. I don't know. I would have to, like, definitely, like, keep this... If I was to ever do YouTube, I'd have to keep the scope small. I wouldn't be able to do anything overly complicated because I would not want YouTube, like, eating into my, like, stream time at all. And, like, my free time is already limited enough as is. do appreciate people who can make a video essay whose thesis isn't thing good or thing bad. Usually that kind of thing is just, like, not very, like, actually, like, interesting analytically. Like, I think the kind of stuff I will want to see is, like, very, like, specific and more niche, and doesn't, like, give, like, an overview. I would want something that, like, digs into, like, specific parts of, like, games, whether that be, like, a story beat, or, like, a level, or, like, overall character design, and how it, like, functions to, like, serve the game. That kind of thing. Like, those kinds of video essays is like, you're making a review. You are making a review. This is Super Monkey Ball. Also, a retrospective is definitely different, also. A retrospective going into the history. Hey, Chaos, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I hope you had a good stream, Chaos. Welcome, everyone. What's up? Hope you had a good time. Yeah, we're playing Super Monkey Ball, by the way. If you couldn't tell. You know what I need in this world? You know what I need in this world at the end of the day? And this was related to what we were talking about before you came in, Chaos. So don't think I'm saying this because you came in. We need someone to make a video essay on the Nintendo 3DS Music Maker. That's what I want to see. It's vibed with chat and had audio issues at some point. Uh-oh. It's good that you fixed them. Streaming is great. It really is like 80% dealing with technical issues. Can't tell if I'm being ironic or not, but you hope I'm not. I am not being ironic. I would love, like, random, like, little analytical videos on, like, weird, like, 3DS and, like, Wii apps. Also, yeah, it's time for a med check. We were told your Dead by Daylight audio was delayed mega hard, so you spent 10 minutes trying to fix it? Ooh. Here's a med check. If you guys have any meds to take them now. Thank you for hashtag medcheck. Don't thank me, thank V. I would have forgotten, honestly. Although last night, like, when we were playing TF2, I took my meds so early that it, like, actually knocked me out, like, by midnight. I was, like, dead as a doornail, and I woke up at, like, 11 in the morning, like I had just woken up from a coma. Like, I slept for nearly 12 hours, and when I awoke, I was like, where am I? Is Joe Biden still the president? Don't forget your spy check. True. Yeah, this course looks nice. I mean, it's definitely using, like, basically all the textures from the main game, but they seem to be changed up. I'm getting fucking owned. It does annoy you how few custom tracks have imported music. I think, like, none of them do, right? Basically. I thought, like, Custom Track GP didn't have any imported music. At least none that I immediately identified as being imported. I'm pretty sure they all pull from just Mario Kart Wii's OST. If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, if I could ever figure out, like, short video ideas that I could make in, like, a night that are, like, interesting and, like, analytical, I would maybe do them. Otherwise, like, I just don't think I could retain the interest. Especially while I'm, like, still streaming. And it would have to be, like, something so specific that I could make it into, like, a short, like, maybe, like, 5-minute video. Hey, Zach, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. Double raid tonight. It was fun? Hell yeah. Welcome. Trying to get the business in Mario Kart? When am I not, to be fair? How Spider-Man makes you feel like Spider-Man. I mean, a Switch is a good investment. Switch is a good investment. I mean, I'm playing Mario Kart Wii right now, which honestly, if you ever wanted to get into Mario Kart Wii Online, you could do that through emulation. And I'm, like, pretty sure you have the computer for that. I would be very surprised if you didn't. Yeah, just like, shoot me a message after the stream, and I could, like, hit you up. With, like, Wii emulation. The only thing with, the Mario Kart Wii custom servers is that if you are running it on an emulator, it takes a week to, like, verify your account, because they want to make sure you're not just, like, putting in a shit ton of cheat codes or anything. If you have, like, an old Wii, you can just get on automatically, but with emulation, they're like, well, we gotta make sure you're not just loading it with a bunch of shit that we can't, like, get on our servers. But yeah, Mario Kart Wii's got like a small, like, dedicated community still. It's great. It really does warm my heart still that Mario Kart Wii has like an active community at all. Cause this game's like 15 years old now, isn't it? Like, fuck. I remember being so excited for this game. Dude, 2008, when this game and Smash Brawl came out, it was like crazy for 8-year-old me. I went bananas. Like, I already liked Melee on the GameCube. I fucking loved Brawl. Brawl had to be, like, one of my favorite games when I was, like, a kid. Sometimes it's lava, sometimes it's tomato juice. Very true. Wise words. 2008 was literally 15 years ago. How? It's, like, still fucking me up that, like, the first teenagers of the 2010s are, like, here. Like, doesn't that, like, fuck you guys up? Like, thinking about how there are teenagers born in 2010? Like, I think about that and have, like, an existential crisis about it, because it's like, no! I remember being on Tumblr when I was way too young, and they were talking about the first kids of the 2000s, and that was me! I was the first kids of the 2000s. But now the first kids of the 2010s are coming, and they're all, like, on TikTok and shit. And they're, like, watching Skibidi Toilet and stuff, and they're talking about their nostalgia for, like, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's fucked up. You're very comfortable and aware of the passage of time? Someone has to be. Someone has to be like a grounding presence. Next week you're turning 25 and you're only 25 years away from being 50. Well, personally, when I get old, I'm gonna be, like... The 20s are, like, existential crisis time, and then the second I start getting, like, wrinkles and, like, gray hairs, then I'm like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, it's fine, actually. It was all worth it. Bring on the MILF lifestyle. But until then, it's like, dude, I hate being in my 20s. It's a reminder that I'm getting old, but I'm not old enough yet. You found your first gray hair last year? I found my first gray hair when I was, like, 19. I was, like, way younger than you when I found my first gray hair. I got my first gray hair, like, pre-COVID. People are gonna be nostalgic for Portal 2 and Minecraft. It's going to be a time. I kind of feel like we've already hit the Minecraft nostalgia cycle a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot, like, Minecraft is kind of being, like, nostalgically, reevaluated. See, I don't think I have, like, the bald genes, because nobody in my family has gone bald. But I'm still, like, I need to get on HRT before I worry about that. I need to get on HRT before I have to worry about that. Nostalgic for Portal 2 right now. We've definitely hit the nostalgia cycle for, like, TF2. Your sister is an adult college student now. She was born in 2003. God. No shade to bald people, but if you lost your hair, you would actually cry. That's how I feel. I think that, like, people who, like, I think, like, balding is, like, is a thing that just naturally happens. And, like, it's fine, but I don't want it to happen to me. Because I like my hair a lot. I don't think it'll happen to me, but, like, what if I explode one day? What if I get in a fire and it burns the hair right off my head? Alright? You never know. Then wig? I don't want to wear a wig. I like having hair on my head. It's like 100%, like, growing my hair out has been, like, so good for, like, my body image that, like, it would be hard to ever go back to, like, short hair. I don't think I could ever do it. In fact, I would even wager a guess that it would make me feel actively worse. That guy just did that. That was fucked up. That guy just waited there to do that. He's crazy. Love him. Personal image is personal for a reason. This is true. This is true. Like, whenever, like, when people, like, compliment my hair, it makes me happy. Because it was, like, when I was a kid, I was never, like, super happy. I was, like, it was kind of, like, put upon me to get, like, my hair, like, cut, like, extremely short, like, nearly, like, shaved off. And I didn't jive with it at all. But I was, like, a kid, so I didn't know any better. I didn't know I had other options. I appreciate you saying so, V. Growing out your hair has been so euphoric. You do need to get the sides trimmed, though. Mm-hmm. Cried at your first haircut, which your mom thinks is a fun story, but increasingly you don't see the fun in it. Yeah. Yeah. This is, like, very up close and personal with my me. Holy shit. Again, I love how much VR I'm still getting just because of how strong the players in this match are. We have some of Mario Kart's greatest warriors in the game, and as a result of me not getting dead last, I'm, like, sucking up their points like a vacuum. You want to cut your hair, but everyone is like, no, you're gonna regret it. Listen, if you want to, like, cut your hair, and you think it'll make you, like, look nice to you, then, like, you should do it. Honestly. Fuck what the haters say. You know, you were just talking about how you're dramatic about hair, but it really does just grow back. Yeah, if you would be, like, happier with, like, shorter hair, like, go for it. And if you end up, like, being like, actually, I like the longer hair, then you can also just go back to that. Fuck the haters. Literally. That is true, that is true. Even if you're in a position where the hair doesn't grow back, like, wigs and extensions are an option. You can do whatever you want at any time. Semi-related to talking about my hair, I fucked up recently on Tumblr, where I, like, accidentally posted, like, a set of selfies twice, and I had to delete one of the sets, because it was the same thing, just to make it, like, look nicer on my blog. Also, holy shit, what is happening with my controls? Why is it doing that? Why was it doing that? I couldn't, like, move properly. Yeah, I'm, like, a little scared of, like, ever, like, dyeing my hair. Because I'm, like, bleaching my hair just might, like, fuck it up. And it's like, my hair is, like, already too dark that I don't have a lot of, like, color options. Natural blondes do not know how easy they have it when it comes to dyeing their hair. Like, actually, I think they need to respect that more. Like, I know, like, theoretically, if I did it, like, once or twice, it wouldn't, like, really do, like, much damage to my hair, but, like, even doing a little bit of damage to my hair is, like, scary. I already kind of, like, damage it a bit by, like, pulling up my hair every day for work, like, putting it in a ponytail. So, like, doing any further damage would be fucked up. Your hair is very dark brown, and all your options are brown with a slightly different tint. God. Oh my god, wait, that guy is lapping me. Oh no. Pretty upset that your hair color changed because you used to be a blonde. I also used to be a blonde as a kid. I definitely think I look better as a brunette, though. I think I look way better as a brunette. But also, I would have loved to have an easy way to dye my hair. Because I don't have that option. I died on that map. Being Funky Kong really does things to people. fuck, what was I saying earlier? Yeah, I had to delete a set of my selfies, and as a result, the one set of selfies that is up has less likes as a result, because I accidentally divided the likes up by posting it twice. But it was the first time in a while I was, like, feeling like I looked nice enough to, like, post selfies, because, man... You guys don't understand, like, how badly I fucked myself up for a bit. Getting, like, a big-ass bump on my head, like a bruise on my arm and my knee. It took, like, a couple weeks for it to, like, recover and me be like, okay, I'm safe to post pictures of myself online again. Although I still have a little bit of, like, a visible cut on, like, my hand. Although, I don't think that showed up in the selfies I took at all, so I think it was fine. Did I have a fall? Yeah, it's... it's, like, the dumbest, most, like, cartoon fall I've ever taken in my life. It was, like, I was in the basement, like, helping, like, my family, like, get things sorted out down there, and, like, we found, like, a margarita machine down there, and my dad was like, you should bring that upstairs. We could, like, use that in, like, our tent outside. So, I was bringing this, like, margarita machine upstairs, and I just trip on my own 2 feet, somehow avoiding falling down the stairs completely, but falling right into, like, the margarita machine, and, like, hitting my head, like, pretty badly. I had, like, a pretty big bump. And then I, like, bruised my arm and my knee on that fall because I just fell into the stairs as well. It was not great. It was not pleasant. I didn't feel good afterwards. And I didn't feel pretty for a bit. But it's okay. Samia moment? It kind of was a Samia moment in history. What is this Wario gold mine? What is happening? Why is this happening? I did not move my controls to do that. Bro, what is happening with my Wii remote? Am I gonna have to get another one? I did not have margaritas also. Unfortunately, I did not have any margaritas from the margarita machine yet. Stealing too many VR points, something must be done. Wii's haunted. Yeah, it's a shame, because this is my only, like, Wii Remote Plus that also has a strap. I have another Wii Remote Plus. It's, like, a nice, slick-looking black one, but something happened to the strap. And I'm not, like, smart enough to know how to, like, move straps. You must download more Wiimote. I mean, honestly, for Mario Kart Wii, I don't necessarily need the strap. It would be nice, but I don't need it. It's like, really, the only time I'm shaking the controller is when I'm doing the trick jumps. And if I'm, like, shaking the Wii Remote so hard that I'm about to launch it into something because I'm doing a trick jump, like, actually, I need to stop playing the video game anyways, because clearly I am too pissed off at nothing. Losing so many rank points, literally. Not my points. Everybody knows I have such high Wii points. Guess I could hook up a classic / GameCube controller. I actually couldn't do GameCube controller because I never got the USB, like, thing. And the Wii U itself doesn't have a GameCube port. I could get a classic controller at some point. Those have to be, like, decently cheap now, right? I should invest, honestly. I think third-party ones work fine if I'm interested in that kind of thing. I mean, if it works well, sure. Classic Controller Pro? Mm-hmm. Do I think it'd be worth getting a Game Boy Advance SP? If you're, like, only interested in the Game Boy Advance library, then yeah, the Game Boy Advance SP is pretty good hardware. I do think, like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is, like, a DS Lite basically does the same things. Like, it has, like, a good backlight and, like, a clamshell design, so it's not too hard to bring places. And I don't, like, from what I remember, the DS Lite, like, makes GBA games look fine. I don't have a problem with them. I think if you're only really interested in GBA games, and also original Game Boy games, then, like, yeah, I would say GBA SP is a good piece of hardware. I mean, you can, like, you can play original Game Boy games on a GBA SP also. It's, like, a little weird. It's, like, a little weird because they're, like, sticking out of the console, but it's, like, it's perfectly doable. I remember playing, like, Gen 1 and 2 of Pokemon on my GBA SP. GBA SP was, like, classic of handheld. I used to bring mine everywhere to the point where it became, like, so decrepit. And, like, last year, I, like, made it drop once, and that was it. GBA SP does have backwards compatibility with the original Game Boy, yes. Like, if you want the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance library, then yeah. It's kind of weird, actually, that the DS doesn't have Game Boy game compatibility since the GBA does, but whatever. Yeah, the SP backlight is awesome. I can't believe we live in a world where Nintendo handhelds used to not have backlights. Think they just didn't want to stick 3 systems innards into that thing. I mean, the original DS was already a chunky motherfucker. But I guess that's fair. Yeah, I wouldn't want to figure that out. And, like, literally, it's just easier to buy an SP. And, like, I don't imagine that GBA SPs are that expensive. The GBA is, like, maybe one of Nintendo's weirdest consoles ever. Like, it's, like, a good console, but it also existed for, like, so little time that it has, like, many weird, like... It has many weird, like, not additions. It has many missing in action franchises. Because subtractions doesn't feel like the right word. Like, I mean, no original Mario is crazy. You had the Mario Advance games, but in terms of, like, actual, like, you know, new Mario games, those didn't really happen. I mean, you had Mario spin-offs, like Mario and Luigi had their start on there. You had Mario Party Advance. Mystery Dungeon games being on different gens is kind of cool, but also super weird. Yeah. You had a good original Zelda on there. I know people really like Minish Cap. You had the Pokemon games, which, I mean, you're never gonna get me to hate Gen 3. I fucking love the Gen 3 games. You had Metroid. Metroid got some good love on the GBA with Zero Mission and Fusion. You had a few good Fire Emblems on there. Game audio desync. Uh-oh. Is it desynced on Twitch's end? Because it's, like, perfectly synced on mine. Hold on. Dude, the GBA is fucking good. Sonic Advance... Like, again, the GBA, like, lived such a short life, but also it, like... There were so many bangers on it. It's, like, kind of crazy that Nintendo put out that many good games on it, when, like, literally, the GBA had 3 years to be its own thing before the DS came out. It had 3 years of a console lifespan and sold 84 million consoles. If the DS did not come out, I imagine the GBA would have done fucking gangbusters. I mean, it's probably good that the DS came out when it did, but... Yeah, Wario Land 4 and the first WarioWare. Dude, the GBA kicks ass. Actually, like, honestly, like, really thinking about it, the GBA is, like, fucking awesome. And it's crazy that it's as good as it is, because it, like, had such a short lifespan. I mean, they did come out with games after the DS came out, but it was like, you know... By 2006, the writing was on the wall. You know, that's a big reason why we didn't get Mother 3 in the West, because they were like, yeah, we're gonna have a GBA RPG and a niche series come out in 2007. And Reggie Fils-Aimé saw that and was like, you guys are fucking crazy. I'll actually, like, lock one of you in a closet if you even attempt this. Yeah, the GBA came out 2001, and the DS was 2004. Like, the GBA really did pull impressive numbers for a console that really did not have a lot of its own time to shine. The GBA sold better than the 3DS. Think about that. The 3DS existed as Nintendo's handheld for 6 years before the Switch, and still did not outsell the GBA. That's crazy. But it's reality, baby. Yeah, I gotta be honest, like, really reevaluating my thoughts on the GBA. What a good fucking console. What an actually, like, really good fucking console. And it's really one of the first times I can say, like, any, like, handheld is, like, a good port machine. Because there were a lot of really good ports for the GBA as well. Yeah, a lot of those early ports are, like, very washed out because they didn't have the benefit of, like, the backlight. But you can't complain about being able to play amazing games like Yoshi's Island, A Link to the Past. Fucking... It's good. It's, like, damn good. Sonic. Sonic 1. Donkey Kong Country. Those are pretty banger. Gonna pretend like we didn't reference Sonic Genesis. Contra 3 is a good one. Didn't they have a Doom port on there too? Mega Man and Bass. Who invited my man Blued? Bro thinks he's on the team. It's a sequel to Gunstar Heroes? Damn. Like, honestly, genuinely thinking about it, if I had to, like, place the GBA on, like, a tier list of consoles, like, right now, I think it's, like, an easy A tier. Genuinely. And I think, like, the only reason it isn't S tier is just because, like, there are a few, like, random missing games. Like, I think, like, not having an original Mario is still kind of crazy. That's wild to me. A handful of Final Fantasies, true. Chain of Memories. You need to play OG Chain of Memories because Re-Chain of Memories makes you lose your fucking mind. Ow. Got up to one of the Lark scene fights and was like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Fair. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to when I eventually do stream Kingdom Hearts, and I have to think to myself, do I really want to play Chain of Memories on stream? Do I, though? I think the GBA version is better than the PS2 remake. I mean, you could be right, and I still probably would not enjoy it. Because the GBA version is the one I had. At least that has unique assets, I guess. I'm stronger now. I don't know, man. I have so many options for, like, good, like, RPGs on the GBA that I almost feel like I'm scraping bottom of the barrel if I go back to Chain of Memories. Just realized that just about everyone on the map is Funky Kong. Yep, that's Mario Kart Wii Online. Funky Kong is the meta. It is what it is. I would probably be doing better in my races if I just picked Funky Kong. But I'm like... But the me is funny, though. The me is funny, though. Maybe one of these days I'll give in. I'll give in to my desire to win and just play Funky Kong. Finally, the monkey meta. Yes, Funky Kong is in Mario Kart Wii. This is his game. This is his world, and we just live in it. Yeah, Custom Track GP doesn't have any custom characters. Although, man, that would be kind of sick, though, wouldn't it? I don't know how easy it would be to implement. I imagine if it was easier, they would have done it by now, but... Man, it would be kind of dope. I think maybe part of the problem is that Custom Track GP is still connected in Wii For Me with regular Mario Kart Wii. And maybe the problem with adding custom characters would be, how do we make it so you can't select those on the regular maps? I'm losing a lot. Hamburger. Ow! Well, at least everybody else also got fucking owned by that. Ayy. Better than I was doing, to be fair. Alright. I think I'm good for one more round tonight. And then I think I'm good for the night. Because I can feel my attention span waning. and just needing to just fuck around for tonight. Very fun to get back into Custom Track GP, though. Always a good time. I feel like we've seen a decent amount of maps that I haven't already seen tonight, also. We've definitely played on this one. This is not a new map to me. Dude, we got some crazy maps with some crazy colors, though. It was kind of dope to see. Maybe next time I stream Custom Track GP, it won't take like 2 months to play it again. Although, given I'll be on break soon, don't count on it. I want to say also, this is something I forgot to mention in the stream, but I'm thinking about it now that we're like towards the end of the stream. As of this stream, and I guess since this is also another stream segment, we have officially beaten last year's amount of stream segments, and we're only in August. I have already done more stream segments this year than last year, and that's just from sheer consistency and not having, like, these month-long breaks where I was just completely demotivated and, like, anxious. And it feels fucking good, man. That's the Lexapro in work. That's the Lexapro in work. 100%. Because last year was definitely the hardest year for me in terms of streams, and like 2023, we're back. Like literally, we're so back. We have already done like so many good streams this year, and they don't stop coming. I actually think, like, last night's session of TF2 is, like, one of the best streams I've done, genuinely. I have wanted to toss around the idea. I think, like, maybe at the end of the year, doing, like, a poll of, like, the different kinds of streams I've done, like, pitting against, like, all the event streams, and, like, all the longer playthroughs with the shorter ones, with, like, the, like, kind of, like, ongoing ones like this. Like, I kind of want to do, like, a chat poll of what everybody thought were the best streams of the year. Like, what did they think was most quality? Because there's a lot that would be in the runnings for me already. I think, like, last night's TF2 as, like, a random, like, random stream part was extremely good. I think, like, my favorite playthrough of the year so far is, like, probably Fire Emblem Awakening. I really enjoyed Fire Emblem Awakening a lot. That one probably wouldn't win, because it's very niche, but that's probably my favorite one I've done this year thus far. The Bowser Land 50-turn special was fucking good, man. That shit was fucking awesome. I'm glad to have found my groove. And, like, the Lexapro has been really good for me. And I hope it's come through on streams. I really do think I'm a lot more confident these days. I don't have to, like, filter my opinions through, like, a filter of, oh, but what if someone disagrees, though? I have to be, like, as wide-reaching with my opinions as possible. Like, I still think of myself as, like, kind of, like, being able to see a lot of different perspectives, but also, like, if I think something's cool, I'll be like, fuck yeah, and if I think something sucks, I'll be like, yeah, this sucks. Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine sucks, by the way. Alright, I played Sonic 06 all the way through on stream this year, and Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine was a way more unpleasant experience. Don't remind you. Literally one of the most dookie games I've played on stream. Who is that game even for? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was kinda mean to Mega Man 3, but even Mega Man 3 clears Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. Like, Mega Man 3 is like a video game that you can play. And, like, it's not a great one, but it's, like, serviceable. Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine is, like, just, like, not fun. It's not even that it's frustrating, it's just, like, not fun. We have to, like, if I do this, like, chat poll, we have to determine, like, what's the shittiest game I played this year, too. And, like, Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine would be on there, even though it was literally just a demo, but that demo left such a bad taste in all our mouths that it's, like, it's competing. It's competing. Well, I hope you all enjoyed Mario Kart Wii for the night. I had a lot of fun with it. You know? A good stream tonight. We finished Pikmin 4, we got to play some Mario Kart. Tomorrow will be another variety hour. It'll be Draft League with something else. Depending on when it ends, maybe we'll get another Mega Man game in there. Maybe we'll get Mega Man 5. If I could beat 5 and 6 before I go on vacation, that would be ideal. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. And I would probably have to do, like, Mega Man 6 at, like, a random-ass time, like 10 o'clock p.m. Since I work so late this week. But it could happen. It could happen. But that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you all for coming. Hope you all have a good night and take care. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing Draft League Week 4. And you might be saying, well, didn't we just have Week 3? Yeah, well, I can't do Draft League Week 4, like, later in the week, so you have to fucking forgive me, okay? And we'll probably figure out something else to do that night as well. Maybe some Mega Man, or maybe we'll chill with more Mario Kart or TF2, who knows? But yeah, have a good night, everybody, take care. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.